Hello and welcome back to Absolute BSS, the casual-petitive look at Bandai Namco's Battle Spirits Saga card game. I am one of your hosts, Cameron Weaver, joined once again by two of my Battle Spirits Saga buddies. How you doing, Angel?
I'm doing good. Glad to be here again.
Hell yeah. And Eric, how are you doing, buddy?
Doing good. What's up, everybody?
Good, good. Yeah, we're back. We're back. We're excited to go through some more EVA cards. And we're probably not going to touch on the online tournament that we just did.
Talking about it briefly.
Yeah, we can talk about it briefly.
Yeah, talk about it briefly. See how was the experience? Was it as aggro as we thought?
Yeah.
I mean,
It definitely was.
Yeah, it definitely
you
was.
guys sound so like, yeah.
Well,
that's
it's
what it
funny
was.
because depending on who you talk to is what answer you'll get. I've been watching some recap videos over the same thing. And real quick, I played Yellow Fabled Beasts, went 4-3, got 24th. And I planned on seeing a lot of aggro in a best of one format. Also excited on that note, excited to see how the dust settles on that format. But I think for online and webcam especially, that was a really nice format. I still feel like I had the rest of my day to work with. It wasn't too much of a slog at all. And I just think it felt fun to kind of test with a lot of a different headspace going into it. But I did not personally face a lot of aggro. I did play Star Dragons 4 times, which is my worst matchup.
Oh, wow.
But they were all really close, and I won 1 out of those 4. I feel like I could have won 3 out of those 4. So,
Wow.
But it was fun. I had a lot of fun. That's kind of my experience with it. Eric, how about you?
Yeah, I also went 4-3, and I ended up in 29th place. So we both got top 32, which was exciting. Yeah, so we got some bonus prizing and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was playing green aggro, my fave, and I went up against quite a diverse field, but mostly other green aggro and some white aggro and some Hydra. I went up against like 2 Hydra decks. Luckily, I'd play tested a bit into Hydra, and honestly, green aggro does pretty well into Hydra because when they untap it to like raid the Nexus, you just tap it down again, and it's fine. Like nothing too bad happens. So, and then you don't even care that they have Hydra. You just keep exhausting them and just hitting them in the face. I lost to a red deck. And I lost to a white aggro deck, and I think I lost to some other deck. I can't remember what it was. The white aggro deck, all of my losses felt like pretty close. The white aggro deck, my loss was just some sequencing misplays on my part. Like I should have Thorn Prisoned earlier, but I didn't. And then they got the exact amount of damage in they needed.
Dang.
And if I had Thorn Prisoned like one spirit attack earlier, they would not have been able to flash in their own Thorn Prison. So, but it was fun. Best of one is a very unforgiving format because it's like you don't know what you're going up against, and then you don't get a chance to like deal with it other than just in the moment. But that also makes it super fun. Like you said, Cam, it was everything went by super fast. I had the rest of my day to do whatever I wanted to with it. So, and I just got to play like 7 games of Battle Spirits. So had a ton of fun.
Yeah.
There's a video I just posted last night on the channel, or I guess maybe 2 nights ago as of the time you're watching this. If you're watching this when it comes out, of some of the prizing from that event. So if you're interested in seeing what some of the prizing was, go check it out. I got the Phantasmal Paradise promo, and that made it all worth it to me because I wanted that so bad.
Nice.
I got the Sapphire Labyrinth one, which I'm excited about, but
Yeah.
I got my one of that I need, right? I need the Phantasmal Paradises, so
What
we'll
was
probably
your-
play in the July one.
Yeah, I want to play in that too because I want a full set of the yellow cores.
Yeah, me too, for sure.
What was your additional prize card? that you
I got Gray, another Gray.
That's good.
Yep.
I got Edgehog. I was kind of hoping to get another Hydra, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun overall. Yeah, good times. I thought it was really fun. I'm excited for the next one. Can't wait to play in it and get the rest of my yellow cores that I need to play with my yellow creatures. I might run red because I was struggling between yellow and red for the last one. got my yellows in. Maybe I just play Ira with some of these fancy new Gray Siege Worm cards and see how it goes. But yeah, it was fun. It was a good time. But yeah, check out the new video from Eric, getting those prizing support, and then also Eric just did another quick as part of the mail day, I guess. We saw some divorced dads cards.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to play divorced dads. I've said it on the show and just outside of the show, but anytime there's like a starter deck, and I'm gonna play it. I'll play any game, any trading card games starter deck. I will always play. I think it's so much fun. So looking forward to that.
If you check out the video I posted, one thing that's really fun about those cards is that the flavor text on the cards is like the main focus. like the abilities are underneath the flavor text.
I love that.
Like there's this card called like the Judge, and then it just says bow down to the all powerful or something. and I was just like, is that the effect? Is that what happens?
Oh, what you do, bow down.
That's amazing.
Yeah, we're gonna do like a starter deck battle, and I have 2 booster packs, so I figure for round 2 we pop open the booster packs and upgrade our decks. Maybe we see so there's 50 serialized The House cards.
Oh, so that's the big one.
That's like the big pull you want. There's only 50 of them.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, so we'll open those live on stream and play some games. And I don't know when we're gonna do that, but we have a lot of days that we're going to be spending together coming up soon,
Yeah, we'll try to bank something.
It could happen after Cam and I have already been drinking all day, which
that would be fun, man. I'm saying like that game especially, like holy fuck, because like the life total is like cans, right, of beers. Yeah. So like you could easily turn that into a drinking game.
Well, it's 24 cans.
Sure. Every 6 is a full beer. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, we could do it like that.
You have 4 full beers.
We should definitely do it like that.
I think that'd be really fun. So like if you take 3 damage, it's like half of a beer.
Have a beer.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty fun.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, we'll make some fun little content around divorced dads for you. I think it'll be a good time. So let's get into the meat and potatoes of this week's episode, because there are a lot more cards in this collab pack than I thought there were going to be. So we're probably just going to get through red, purple, and the couple of yellow spirits today. But I'm really excited to finally take a look at this and focus my attention on this upcoming collab set and all these EVA cards. So we're just gonna jump right into it one at a time, right down the road. Big shout out to bssdb.dev. If you're not using this website, you really, really should be for a lot of incredible things. And if you have the means, consider throwing them a donation, because this is just incredible. And we really appreciate it. So Eric, you want to kick things off with the big bad red X rare?
Yeah, this guy looks awesome. He's new Ava O2 Alpha 3-barreled Gatling gun. He's a Golem Ava 02. And is this Wiley?
I don't know.
How do you say it? Okay. I don't remember. People have been talking about this faction, but I don't remember them from the show. Maybe they're from like one of the movies or something. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of the red green cards. But anyways, 8 cost, 4 reduction, 2 red reduction, 2 green reduction. It's a red spirit, 1 core for 5k, 3 cores for 10k, 5 cores for 12k. So he's a big boy.
That's a big stat line.
At all 3 levels, when summoned, select one of your opponent's spirits with 6,000 or fewer BP and destroy it. Okay, that's pretty fucking cracked.
That's pretty fucking cracked.
Yeah. 1, 2, and 3 he has AT fields. If he has a soul core, he cannot be destroyed by the destruction effects of my opponent's spirits. And not only that, but at level 2 and 3, so starting at 3 cores, when he attacks, select any number of your opponent's spirits with a combined total of 6,000 or fewer BP and destroy them. If you control an Asuka Nexus, your opponent's when destroyed effects are not triggered. Hello, Miniature Nova. What's up?
Cracked. Fucking cracked.
That card's nuts.
That card is
X-rare.
so cool.
Yeah, that's X-rare. Yeah.
I'm excited to see some red-green decks with this as the at the helm. Like, that's just a really good card. And I understand that any card in this set, pretty much, any creature can have that AT field, and that will defend it against both of those effects.
Oh, that's a good point.
But only one at a time. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if they do have a wide board, this thing goes off. But if they only have one creature and it has the AT field, you might not play this.
Yeah,
Always.
that's true. I never even thought of that. I didn't even think of that. That the new AT field effect kind of counters
Yes.
this.
But playing outside of set, I think this card is really good and can go toe to toe with some other decks.
Is that what, green or blue? It's very light. The
It's
cost
green.
reduction.
It's red green.
Okay, it's very light. I was
It
like,
is.
jeez.
Yeah, I can't tell in the reduction box on the art of the cards, but on BSSS or BSS Dev, there's like a zoomed out version of all the stats.
Oh,
on the
yep,
card.
yep, I see it. Yeah,
And
yeah.
on
It's
that
green,
one,
okay.
I can tell that it's green. So
Okay.
It
There it is.
doesn't help that you're also red green color.
yeah, sound off if you're a colorblind girly in the chat. Like,
Yeah.
cool card. I
Yeah, no, this is a great card. I mean, red is crazy. It's good. It's powerful. The stats are freaking amazing. And honestly, for a cost, without including the cost reduction, it's not too expensive, right? For what it can do. So,
Right.
Yeah.
to y'all's point, right? Just the whole AT field situation is kind of the new thing we have to really be focused on with this set, because a lot of cards have it and different things you can do with that. But it's still, all in all, awesome card, and the artwork is amazing too. So
yeah. Odds are this thing is going to have impact coming down and for turns to come if you can keep it alive. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I love
With-
that it also
yeah.
makes the AT field really impactful
yes.
because you really need to think about where you put your soul core now.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
very true.
He's tough. I would just from the X-rays we've seen, I'm probably leaning towards this build more already.
Yeah.
Well, like I think we touched on it in the last podcast, where we really like how this set, it really makes it soul core is like it's viable, right? Like the soul core really
Oh,
means
yeah.
something on any spirit, depending what moves you want to do that turn, or what your play is gonna be, or what your long pregame is gonna be for your end goal. I think it's very cool how you have to be a little bit smarter with your soul core now, and you only get one, so it's like you only have one, so you have to be very careful how you play it. So.
Right. And for the purposes of this entire episode, I'm just going to tell you the AT field ability now, and then we won't keep repeating it. So the AT field ability, whenever it's printed so far that we've seen, it's at all 3 levels. And it just says, if this spirit has a soul core on it, it cannot be destroyed by the destruction effects of your opponent's spirits. So pretty much every spirit in this set has the AT field ability. Not all of them, but that just means that only one of them can have it active at any given time right now because of one soul core in the game. But yeah, that's what that does. And I think we can, just keep on trucking.
All right. So next one's another X-Rare. Is new Ava 02A and Ava 08Y. 6 cost, 2 so 4 cost reduction, 2 red, 2 green. So Golem, Ava 2, Ava 8, and Willy, Welly, Walla, whatever that we want to call that. And level
Wally.
1 Wally, yeah, Wally.
I wonder if I don't know which came first. I'm assuming Evangelion did, but
The chicken.
in Mega Man, the bad guy is Dr. Wily, and he makes bad robots. I don't know if that's like a nod or anything, but just
We're gonna go with Wiley for this episode. Then.
Sure.
I like Wiley.
Let's
So
go
we'll do
Wiley.
So level 1, 1 core 4,000. Level 2, 3 cores 8,000. Level 3, 5 cores 10,000. Obviously, at all 3 levels has AT field. It also has while this spirit attacks or blocks, this spirit gains 3,000 BP. At level 2 and 3, if you control a Merry Nexus, this spirit gains a green symbol.
Whoa.
And then also at level 2 and 3, while this spirit attacks, if you control an Asuka Nexus, refresh the spirit when it destroys one of your opponent's spirits via comparing BP.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it does a lot. So,
Holy shit.
so question: when it says against green symbol,
That means in addition to its red symbol,
so it's a 2 attacker then, right?
2
Yeah.
attacker
And cost reduction.
and 2
Yeah.
reduction.
Yeah, that's insane. So okay, that's how I read it when I was reading it. I just want to make sure it's sounds like that's crazy. Yeah, that's good. And dude, and them stats, like I said, only for 3 cores, 8,000. That's pretty beefy.
That's
So,
nuts.
That is. It doesn't take that much to be a level 2 and 3 already. So then you already have a double damage for you can probably play this, let's just say for 4 if you just have red for whatever reason. That's insane. Yeah, this card's good. I like it.
It's really good. It's a 6 cost double symbol, like if you have the right stuff. This could immediately turn the tide of a game.
Oh yeah. Especially if your opponent's careless or
Yeah.
misuse whatever, an absolute ice shield or a spirit blocker, and you just play this guy out. Like, there you go.
I'm
So
gonna have
many
to get a few boxes of this because these are 2x rares now that I need full play sets of.
Yeah, and even if they happen to block it, right? Like as long as you have the other Nexus, you refresh him and he swings again.
That's
So
nuts.
like that's what's insane about it.
Yeah,
I
it's
wonder,
like confront, kind of.
is there
Yeah.
a way to get a Nexus out at flash speed?
There are a couple that do.
I think there are a couple, yes.
I don't
I
know
think
if red or green. Maybe
Because
it's
you
green.
can
Yeah.
really screw with somebody like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So
I mean,
we'll
like I
have to
said,
see
it's
about
almost
these
like-
specific character nexuses. but
Yeah, like the ability to just continue refreshing though, right? 'Cause it's not just one for a turn; it's just any time it destroys. So you can literally wipe a board, depending, if they
Yeah.
decide to block.
While
Either that,
it's
and they're gonna have
attacking.
to, right? Or you're gonna take 2 hits.
Well, that's why
So,
like lightning aura in an Eva deck
Yeah.
is going to be so busted. Like
Mhm.
you give this spirit specifically confront and it's attacking 13k and they have to defend with everything. Jeez 'em. And then it just keeps refreshing. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's like board wipe, and then I'm gonna do you 2 damage for you.
Yep. That's nuts.
Yeah,
I love
That's
it.
nuts.
I
Not
love
much
it.
story. I mean, it's a great X rare. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's a
It's great.
great X rare. Anything else, Eric?
No.
He's speechless. It's so good. He's speechless.
I think thematically too, we're gonna see a few of these are this Eva and this Eva. So it's like, of course, there's a bunch of abilities. Of course, there's like double spirits because it's 2 Eva attacking at the same time. Like that's neat. I like that design choice.
Yeah.
All right. So the next one, oh my gosh. Okay, it's a 9 cost, 5 reduction. That's 3 red symbols, 1 green, 1 blue. New Eva 2 Alpha backdoor code 999. So
That's my order at Waffle House.
yeah, exactly. Shout out to Shorty one time.
Jeez.
So this is another. Okay, okay. All right, I'll get to it. Sorry, I'm so excited in my head. I'm like tripping over my own words trying to get them out. So this has Ascend Eva 2. As an additional summoning cost, you must place all cores from one of your Eva 2 spirits into your reserve. Level 1, 2, and 3 AT filled. Level 1 for 1 core is 7,000 BP. Level 2 for 4 is 11k. Level 3 for 6 is 13k. And at level 2 and 3, while this spirit attacks, when this spirit destroys one of your opponent's spirits via comparing BP, discard the top 3 cards of their deck. Draw a card for each spirit among the discarded cards. So you're either hitting your opponent for 2 symbols with this guy, or they're chump blocking, and when they do, you get to mill them and potentially draw up to 3 cards. It's just red doing what red does. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. This is also a Golem Eva 2 and a Wily trait.
But gets to that blue, what the blue does, right? So I'm gonna mill you,
Yep.
draw off you, loosen your cards, or you take 2 damage. So
Yeah.
it's expensive. I mean, it's expensive, right? Like it's
It
it's a
is.
9 cost, but I mean 3 red cost reduction, you can play this pretty easily.
Yeah. I'd rather play that 6 cost that we just talked about, though.
Yeah.
I think this one
Like,
might
this
be a
is-
little
this-
too expensive for me. To
It's expensive, yeah. I mean, it has a really good effect. At least for 11,000 BP. I mean, that's pretty big to get over. But the 6 guy, I mean, I like the 6 cost card. I feel like just the flexibility is there, and just I don't know. Like this is a big. Well, I mean, this might be like a turn finisher, maybe. I don't know if you just have to draw into him. So
Again, it's another one that's good for adding confront to. You
Yeah.
get to force a block, whether it be chump or not, because this thing has really really big stats. But yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. It unless
I mean, it's a
you know,
golem. Maybe
this-
it fits well with a golem theme.
True.
I don't know. Maybe,
And this
so.
is the 3rd card we've looked at today, so like I'm sure maybe something will pop up that makes me go, "Oh yeah, the 9 guy with 1 blue reduction, maybe." But I just think the last 2 cards were so good. It's like, okay, this is just like set 2 Void Lord. I don't really care about this card.
Sorry, I've been Googling Wily to better understand what this is.
Gotcha.
So it is from Evangelion 3.0, You Cannot Redo, is what the name of the movie is.
Oh wow. Okay.
And it's a faction that's added in the third film, which makes sense because I have not seen
Gotcha.
this movie.
Okay.
And Marie or Mary, whatever her name is, she's a new character in that movie.
Ah,
Because I
okay.
also have not heard of her. So
Okay.
Okay.
sorry,
neat
I
to know
was,
that
just, I was
they-
just researching some lore.
They dug into some extended universe stuff and
Yeah.
brought.
I
it
do
in.
think this card seems good though. It's kind of like Hydra Light out of red.
Yeah, it's funny because it looks like it could be a Battle Spirits card, like just with
Yeah.
how many eye teeth thing this thing
Yeah.
has. All right then, Eric.
New Ava 02 Alpha Operation Yamato. Golem Ava 2 Wily. 6 cost, 4 reduction, 2 of the reduction are red, 2 of the reduction are green. 1 core for 4k, 2 cores for 5k, 5 cores for 9k. All 3 levels it has AT field, and then at level 2 and 3, during your attack step, when one of your spirits is blocked, draw a card, and if you control an Oscar Nexus, all of your spirits gain 2000 BP.
Jeez Louise.
Dig it. I mean, you play this guy out, and then you play the new Ava to Alpha. Like they're gonna
Yeah.
want to have to block that, right? So you're gonna be
Yeah.
drawing or doing some damage. So
You also
and then
stack
refresh.
this guy in multiples, and that ability stacks.
Oh shit, you're right. yeah.
Yes.
Each
So-
one
Not
of out.
Play him for 4 if you're only playing red right at the moment. But potentially you can play him for 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Red green,
ha-
man. I'm calling it. I'm playing red
I
green
have-
in Eva.
I have an interesting take on these red green cards.
Tell me.
So obviously red green works really well here, but what's one thing that that green has struggled with this entire time? Drawing cards.
Oh, with drawing cards,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I was like, yeah.
That's so
I-
true.
I feel like
Yeah.
you could, in theory, like, you could pay 4 for this in a mono green deck and put 2 cores on it, and now you can draw some cards with your green spirits. Especially if you're going like more aggressive with your
Aggro.
green.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll say
Yeah.
they're aggro.
You're being
So-
aggressive. You're making them use all their resources to block you,
Yeah.
but then you're drawing refill after refill of those little baby 0 and 1 cost green spirits.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude,
Good point. That's a good point.
You
think
heard
this
it
could
here
be-
first. That's some
I think this
sauce.
could be good. Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause that's the one thing I was thinking after this set, right? If it's all said and I mean, it's an awesome set, right? But then, like, how many of these cards? Because you're gonna be very limited. This probably be one of them, right? There's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
be very few cards you can really play outside of the collab because you're really not gonna be running the Nexuses or some of them other Ava cards.
Yeah.
But to Eric's point, I mean, there's probably definitely one of them that you can definitely slot in to
Yeah.
green, or honestly, I mean, any deck if you really wanted to, but obviously probably green because that's the ones that struggles with drawing. Purple, red, yellow, they draw like nuts. Blue draws like nuts, obviously. So,
Yeah.
it's a good point.
This-
Yeah,
This does nothing in purple.
yeah, I'll say it's like okay, whatever. It's like
The other effect, if you control an Oscar Nexus, all of your spirits gain 2000 BP. I'm just kind of like, I'll take it
Yeah.
or leave it. Like, I'll take it if I have it. Why not?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think the drawing cards is what you
yeah,
want.
keeping him at 2 for 5,000 BP. I mean, it's a pretty healthy number to kind of protect him from most extraction cards. I think it's usually 4,000, 3,000. So you can stay just plan to save. You just keep him up. He's just there to keep you drawing when you need it. So
And he has AT fields, so just stick this.
Oh,
make sure one of
yeah.
them is a soul core, and then
Yep.
he's good.
yep,
I'm obsessed. I love these.
I like it. Next one, Ava to accomplishing a miracle. So 4 cost, 3 cost reduction, red, purple, and yellow. So Golem, Ava 2, and Nerve. Level 1 for 1 core 2,000. Level 2 for 3 cores 4,000. Level 3 for 6 cores 7,000. At all 3 levels has AT field. And at level 2 and 3, while this spirit attacks, when this spirit is blocked, all of your spirits gain 2,000 BP during this turn.
Yeah.
Kind of similar. Yeah, like, Next. I'm just kidding. I mean, it's all right. I mean, it's what it is. It's just
Man, it's kind
another
of
BP boost.
unfortunate.
Yeah, it's kind of a BP boost. Like, I mean, honestly, I don't really see much use for this card if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Compared to others, right? But granted, it's still early in what we're talking about, but it's all right, I guess.
I would need to know how often I have all 3 of those reduction symbols
Yeah.
on
Next
board
is this.
in a
it's the only
deck
thing I
like
can think of.
this. Yeah. Because, if you're dropping this for 1, it's a little better.
Yeah, but honestly though, even like at level 2, you need 3 cores, and he's only at 4,000, so he
Right.
still can get removed. It's kind of, I mean, and I don't see you putting 6,000 or 6 cores on this guy. I mean,
I
so
think
I don't know.
yeah, he pushes that like chump block narrative, right? Because especially with the
Yeah,
purple reduction or the yellow, like you might force them into a situation where you can hit him with decreased BP or deadly balance, and you pop this guy after he's already been blocked. So you get like the buff to the rest of your spirits, but you still get to like sack him, I think
yeah.
is more of his purpose. But yeah, I don't know. It's all right.
I said we could be wrong, right? I would say
Right.
there's enough that Bandai made him a SPR, so maybe there's
Yeah.
something
And the SPR
crazy.
is dope. I'm showing
So
both on the video.
yeah, so maybe
All
there
I'm
really is a purpose for him. They're just not seeing it yet. So
all I'm saying is this is if this is my SPR, I'm a little disappointed.
Oh yeah.
Like if I open
I
this
mean,
as
yeah,
an
Looks
that's what I'm
SPR
saying.
level,
but yeah, I'd be bummed.
Like unless it's a crazy combo that we're not seeing or something this guy serves a purpose for, like it's almost like a waste of SPR. Like I'm like, eh.
Yeah.
If anything, I rather would have taken. Maybe we're just getting ahead of ourselves, but the new Ava 2 Alpha operation. Oh no, not Yamato. The Ava 08 and then the 6 cost one.
Yeah.
Have that at SPR.
Yeah.
Oh
Like,
my gosh, yeah.
that would have been dope.
Yeah.
But I digress. Anyway, it's a cool card. We'll see where it lands. I mean, we'll see. I'm
Yeah.
sure there's probably a home for it somewhere. So
So this next one is Eva 02. What is that? Gamma? The little Y.
Gamma. I think it's Gamma. Yeah.
Okay. Eva 02 Gamma code 777. It's a 5 cost, 3 reduction, 2 of which are red, 1 is green. Golem Eva 2 or Eva 02 and Wily traits. It's a red spirit. AT field at level 1, 2, and 3. Level 1 for 1 core is 4,000. 2 for 3 cores is 7,000. 3 for 6 cores is 10,000. So at level 2 and 3, while the spirit attacks, when the battle ends, you may destroy this spirit to select one of your opponent's spirits with 10,000 or fewer BP and destroy it.
wow.
That's
Yeah, I like this.
pretty cool.
This is a self-detonating bomb. If
Yep.
I'm attacked, if you chump block it, cool, I'll destroy something else, and then if not, you take life, and I'm gonna automatically blow up something.
Yeah.
Like,
So it's like you
this
take
is
a
good.
life and lose a body, or you lose 2 bodies
yep.
against my 1. This is cool.
And honestly, just do it at level 2, right? Like, you don't need to bump them up. Just do it at
Yeah.
level 2. That way, you still have the protection in case they have some kind of magic or flash speed spell.
Yep.
And after that, like you said, 10,000 BP, like, that's a lot of targets.
Yep.
A lot of targets.
And I
so.
love the idea of, him blowing up and putting cores back in your reserve for an answer, like next turn. That this
Yep.
is something red
Or
desperately needed.
or this turn because you're playing red green and you got your swift spirits.
That's right.
Ah,
Absolutely. I think red green is going to be fun.
Yeah.
Like you play this guy, you pop their thing, and then you pull in Scott Owl, and then
Yeah.
you give them another issue to deal with. Like that sounds good.
And at first,
Man,
in my mind, this is a 2 of, but it might go up.
Yeah, I would probably play like 3 of them. Depending on what I'm playing, right? Like what my
Yeah.
main boss monster is gonna be. But definitely, he's the like mid game staller slash like you can take the swing, right? Like you're popping like a 10,000 is like if it was like 6,000 or not, like but 10,000. I mean, you're hitting a lot of the most common X rares and some other things on here.
You
As
sure
long as they don't
are.
have the AT field, obviously protection, but it's only gonna be one of them, right? So
Right. That's another
yeah.
good point to think
So
about.
I like this, man. Like I said, this set, like I said, I think I said it last time. This set, once again, is like the way it feels. Just reading the cards, and I'm just imagining the play style of it. It changes the way Battle Spirit is
It
played right
does.
now. It's like completely different dynamic. Each color is truly like feels a little bit more especially unique
Yeah.
to what it does than I mean, it was unique before, but definitely this adds a little extra flavor to it. So
And I think it holds up to the current stuff because of that AT field, man. Like that is
Yeah.
going to come up more often than everyone I think initially realizes. Cuz like think about the pace of the game right now. Like a lot of the time it's Hydra looking across the table at Ira, right? So if in Eva if it's like all right, well, all I have is code 777 and my opponent has their big Eva under the AT field, I can hit their life, sure, but I can't use this thing's ability. And if that thing's higher than code 777, I can't even really attack. I can't force an attack
yeah.
because it just won't die. Like, I don't know. I feel like this is going to integrate pretty well. It already is shaping up to work very well with inset. But then, yeah, like the interactions with older cards, both against the table from them and then within the same deck as them, I think is going to really make things interesting, and like in a good way, a really good way.
I agree.
I have a rules clarifying question yet again,
All
but I
right.
don't know if we can answer it.
Okay.
With the AT field, does that stop Hydra if you only have that one spirit with the AT field
I
active?
believe it would.
I think
just
it would.
says it cannot be
Says-
destroyed by destruction effects.
Effects of your opponent's spirits. So I think it would.
Hydra says that your opponent selects a spirit and destroys it, but this isn't like armor. It doesn't say anything about selecting. So,
Right.
Yeah.
It's just
and it just
straight
says
up.
by the effect of your opponent's spirit, which
Yeah.
if I'm reading, I'm no judge by no means, but your spirit is making me choose something to be able to destroy. So I think that would just negate itself. That's how I would say it.
That's how I
Yeah.
would
If we're
read it.
wrong, somebody in the Discord throw me a little punch face, but that's how I would read it. That'd be definitely a judge kind of question, but the way it reads though, if you only have one and that's the only one you can select, this is saying your opponent's spirit's destruction effects, and that's what Hydra reads.
Yeah,
So.
I would argue that
That
it's all kosher from
That's
the
what I
AT
was thinking
field,
too.
and thematically that works, right? You know, like it's that one angel sitting there all day, but they can just not get through to it. I don't know, or do the angels have something else?
I think the Angels have the AT
They have the
field.
AT field. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All
Because
right.
I feel like that was the plot of a couple episodes where they couldn't bust through. All right, Ava 02 Beast Form, second phase, Type 1. Golem Ava 02 Nerve, 5 cost, 4 reduction. 3 of that reduction is red, 1 of it is green. 1 core, 3k, 3 cores, 5k, 5 cores, 7k, and then at all 3 levels it has AT field and Awaken.
Damn.
I don't know how I feel about this card, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah, it can awaken, but its stats are kind of low compared to some of the other stuff we've seen and it needs a lot of cores to get there. But I don't know. I don't think I'm picking this over some other 5 cost cards I've already seen.
Agreed.
Yeah, I don't. I was reading it, and it looks freaking cool. I do like the artwork.
It's super neat.
Like Beast Form, second phase, and I read this effect, it's like, okay, like you do nothing that I really want. I mean, yeah, I can flash into Awaken, but for what? Like, well, no, yeah, I don't know. There was a card that you needed Ava to.
Yeah. I'd rather it had Swift.
Swift, yeah.
That would
Ava
be
2.
badass.
That would be super sick.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that card.
I feel like it's like Awaken. Usually Awaken is really good when you move the cores over to it, and now it does something that it didn't do before because it has
like if it had
more cores.
another effect rather than just the BP. But
Like
I
a
mean, there's a
level
lot of
3
stuff that throws BP around on your side.
Yeah.
Maybe it
But
is
also-
enough.
Yeah, but it also doesn't even really have that high of BP.
I know.
for the
I'm just
cost.
saying, if it goes higher from your nexuses or whatever, maybe you
Yeah.
can appreciate it. I don't know. I don't think it's that good either. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate.
I mean, honestly, after activating its backdoor code for the beast,
I don't know
about that.
That's
Looking
the
at
episode
imagery,
title. Activating our backdoor code for the beast.
Yeah, for the beast. So, well, all right. I mean, this next card's kind of in the same boat for me.
Yeah.
Honestly, even Galian production model O2 beta, 2 cost with 2 cost reductions, red and green. Golem Ava 2, Whaley. What did you say? Wiley.
For
Level
now.
1, 1 core, 1,000. Level 2 for 2 cores, 3,000. At both levels has AT field, and then at both levels, Water Spirit tags is free gains 2,000 BP.
Yeah.
Maybe early play, but I'm sure there's probably better cards you can play. But maybe not. I mean, I don't know.
That's the thing. We haven't seen a lot of these low cost ones yet.
And granted, a lot of these cards too, we haven't got. We're not gonna get to it today, but probably these cards get better with the Nexuses on board.
Yep.
So I think that's really where these cards kind of get that momentum with that extra edge, because there is so far there's definitely a lot of BP gaining all across the board.
Yeah.
So
you can also ascend off of this. It's an Eva 02.
Oh, nice.
So
you play it for free and then you that's nice.
The 9 cost ascends off of this.
Oh, Mystery Soft, you are a great card. You're an easy card.
Yeah, this is a pretty decent card actually.
I
It's
actually
good for
think
aggro, too.
I think the effect on Kim. I think the effect on this card is the 2 cost 2 reduction. And then if you have the other dude where one of your spirits is blocked, you draw a card. I think you're just throwing these at your opponent like just
Jumping.
willy-nilly.
Wiley.
That's funny.
Wiley.
And you
yeah, if
just
they
don't even care if
survive.
they block it because now that their spirit is exhausted, you draw a card. Maybe the card you drew is Thorn Prison, and now you attack and they're wide open. So
Yeah.
I think this finds a home. I just think that it's maybe it's either you're using it to ascend or you're using it for aggro.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know if it shows up in every red-green build, but I'm interested in it. It's cool. It's nice to be able to play a card for free if you just have a couple Nexuses, you know?
Yeah.
So, this next one is EVA 02 Beta Anchor Cables. So
I love the art.
I do too. Another one that can ascend. 3 cost, 2 reduction, 1 red, 1 green reduction. All 3 levels AT field. Level 1 for 1 core is 2k. 2 for 2 cores is 4k. 3 for 4 cores is 6k. And at level 3, when the spirit attacks, you may select one of your opponent's refreshed spirits and attack it. So that's not nothing.
I like this.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like
Especially
that
if you mix it in, 4,000-6,000. I definitely think some of your other spirits will help. With the BP boost will help it just to get over something you want to get over. But it's basically like a gravitational force. Like I'm gonna attack this and get rid of it. So
Yep.
And it goes hand in hand with the other cards we talked about, right? So I guess if you attack, so select one of your points free for spirits and attack it. Does that consider that you're being blocked or no? For the other card to be able to go off?
This would go first.
This go first, right?
I don't think that it would trigger the being blocked.
The being blocked, right?
Because they didn't declare a block.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
So it's kind of a non-bow in that way. But maybe you combine this with that other card we were kind of unsure of that does the BP boosting and it gets kind of big and then you can just wipe stuff out. And it's not a destruction effect, so AT field doesn't protect.
True.
Maybe that's kind of where it slots in.
Can a creature block for another creature being attacked?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I didn't think so either. Otherwise, that would not make a lot of sense. But yeah.
At least not in this CCG. I'm sure that there is one that you can do that.
Right.
I forget which one it is.
I'm thinking about Digimon. But,
is that what it is? I know there's one you can do it on. I just can't remember which one it was.
Yeah, I think Digimon, if you have an ability that lets you attack one of your opponent's stood up Digimon, I think if you still have a blocker, you can declare it as a blocker. But
Fusion World. That's what I'm thinking of.
Fusion World, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, just wondering.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Evangelion Production Model 02 Gamma. Golem Ava 2 Wily. 4 cost, 3 reduction. 2 of it is red, 1 of it is green. Level for 1 core 3k, level 2 for 3 cores 5k. At both levels it has AT field. And then at level 2, when it attacks, draw a card if you control an Asuka Nexus. So
nice.
We're just drawing loads of cards right now.
Aggressive attacking too.
Yeah.
Which is fun. Because like if they feel like they have to defend, you're just getting board position and hand position. So I like the aggressive style of red, and I like what they're adding to the archetype with the green. It's neat.
Yeah, I dig it.
And honestly, this goes in hand with the Operation Yamato, right? Because if you have the Asuka Nexus, they gain the 2000 BP. If they happen to block that spirit, you're drawing also off this card. So you're taking drawing 2 cards per attack.
Yeah.
I can see that they're more aggressive, still drawing off the ability. So I like it.
I think Eric, you're totally in the right headspace here. It's mono green, but you add big red bodies that also aid in drawing and just wipe the board and rebuild before your opponent can. I think that's cool as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have an aggro deck here that can draw cards like crazy. So like the one thing that aggro really struggles with is running out of steam, and it just does not happen with this build.
Yep.
So crazy.
Yeah. It looks fun as hell.
I like it. Next card is a new Ava 02 Alpha Shutdown Signal Plug. The names on these cards are crazy. It's like 6 cost, 4 cost reduction, 3 red, 1 green. At all 3 levels, has AT field. Level 1 for 1 core, 5,000 BP. Level 2 for 3 cores, 8,000. Level 3 for 5 cores, 9,000. I like it in the sense of it's a big body, right? Like 5,000, 8,000, 9,000. Obviously it's Ava 2, so you can ascend from it. technically you can play this guy for 3, and you have a big stat spirit on the board. So I could see play for him. I mean, I wish he had like another effect, but
Yeah.
I could definitely see a purpose from at some point. Especially, I mean, with the other BP boosting effects, this guy can get pretty big.
Right.
So
this is what vanilla looks like in the collab booster. It's not technically vanilla because it has an AT field.
Right.
But it's basically this version's vanilla.
No.
So you get the big reduction. You know, you can play this for 2 in the right circumstances, and he does get pretty big. I still think it's a viable 1 or 2 of.
Yeah, for sure. And honestly, for being a vanilla spirit, per se, I mean, at least the BP stats are good because in a past experience, a bunch of vanillas are just booster pack fillers, right? Like, I mean, they don't serve any purpose, honestly. So
and
at least this guy,
one, it still has the AT field at least.
Exactly.
I've seen lots of cards that are 1 core for 5K do really well.
Yeah,
like, that's
for
just
sure.
That's just a really good stat
Wonderland
line.
card Griffin.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking in my head. Is this is like the Wonderland card Griffin of that archetype.
Yeah. All right, now we're in purple.
Nice.
Purple,
So
let's go.
Here's one of the extras for purple. This is EVA 1 Spear of Cassius. It's a 7 cost, 4 reduction golem EVA 1 spirit. All 4 of those reductions are the same color, purple. Level 1, 2, and 3, it's got AT field. Level 1 for 1 core is 6K. 2 for 3 cores is 8K. 3 for 5 cores is 10K. At level 2 and 3, when this spirit attacks, you may discard a spirit card to select one of your opponent's spirits. Remove 2 cores from it and place them into their reserve. So some good core removal on attack. And then level 3, during either attack step, refresh this spirit when an EVA 1 spirit card is discarded from your hand.
Oh,
so that means...
I love it. It's just like, I'm going to core you out. So I'm just keep doing it, right? Depending on if you have EVA 1. So if I don't destroy you by you blocking it, I'm just going to make sure all your cores are removed from your spirit. So this is insane.
Essentially just keep attacking.
Yeah.
You build up your there's no limit to that.
There's no limit.
I mean, the only limit would be that, if you run out of EVA 1 spirit cards to discard.
Yeah.
Like if you don't have enough, right? But I doubt you won't have enough. And I'm sure there's gonna be some drawing ability here at some points. Purple, right? There'll be some next or something. And honestly, I could see this even mixed in with what is it? Rotten Swamp, I think it is, a core removal one. It's one of them. Every time you remove a core, you draw. So every time you're doing it, and if you have an destroy spirit, you're drawing off it. So you're still replenishing your hand and giving you hand advantage. So
this is gonna make me play purple. This is the type of like thinking and combo-y stuff that I really, really love. And I think the core removal aspect of purple in this game is just really neat because that's so specific to the more unique aspects of the game itself. So this looks so fun.
Yeah,
Thomas Calder
like
is gonna have the coolest purple golem deck ever.
It's Purple Smoke Valley. You were thinking of Angel. Every time you destroy one of your opponent's spirits by removing cores, you draw a card. So you could potentially do that with this. Also, if you get Yamato out, like let's say you build your deck to where it's just Yamato and then the rest of the spirits are all Ava 0/1s, I think that's just infinite attacks.
Yeah.
Because once you block, you draw a card.
Yeah, unless they can like bounce it.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, this is
nuts.
Crazy. Okay.
All right.
That's damn good.
Purple, baby.
So there are spoilers at the bottom of the flavor.
Yeah, I just realized that. Also, this is cool because these art.
But also, I don't remember this happening. What it's spoiling, I don't remember happening in the show.
Maybe
so
it's
it must be from the movie.
The art lines up. Are you seeing this?
Yeah, it looks very movie art.
Yeah. I just saw the other one. Yeah, it's crazy looking.
I love it when they do shit like this.
Well, isn't that what like the 3 sagas are? Like you put them together, it's like a whole battle scene basically. It looks like.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. So
okay.
Well, this one is Ava 13 Spear of Longinus, 8 cost, 4 reduction. It's all purple. Golem Ava 13 Nerve, level 1 for 1 core, 5K. Level 2 for 3 cores, 7K. Level 3 for 6 cores, 11K. When summoning the spirit from your hand, you may use the symbols of any nerf cards in your trash in addition to the symbols on your field to reduce its cost. That's nuts. So it's basically always coming down for 4, especially if you're discarding cards with the other one. When the spirit attacks, discard the top 3 cards of your deck. So you can make that happen faster for the next one if you weren't able to do it for this one. Select one of your opponent's spirits for each nerve card among the discarded cards. Remove 1 core from each of those spirits and place them into your opponent's trash. So not reserve, trash. And while the spirit attacks, when the battle ends, if you have 15 or more nerve cards in your trash, place a core from your opponent's life into their trash.
Okay,
Maduke, when did you turn into a robot? Like,
yeah, this is Robo Maduke.
This is Maduke. Yeah, this is Robo Maduke. Like
Mecha Duke.
Yeah, I mean, I could tell it's gonna be crazy just how much freaking text is on this card.
Well,
and it remind me of Maduke. I have to read everything twice. Like, hold on, what does this do again? Like,
yeah, this is gonna be a reader.
This card
it's a paragraph. Like, give me a second. Yeah.
When I was reading that last ability, I was half expecting it to be with if you have 15 or more nerve cards in your trash, you win the game.
Obliterate. Yeah, like some Exodia combo piece. Like, like
I was
so
half
funny.
expecting that to happen.
I did the same thing in my brain. That's so funny.
This card's insane, man. Well, I mean, both of these X rares are nuts, and they work very well together with synergy. So
I'm so excited for this set. Holy shit!
Yeah,
I can't wait to buy like 5 boxes of it.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice. Anything else you gonna say about that card before I go on to the next one?
No, go for it.
No. Next, another X rare, Ava 13 Pseudo Evolution, third phase. Estimated. Okay, maybe it might be 4th phase. Who knows?
Yeah.
We got like Frieza here evolving.
Oh my
god!
Phase,
this
is scary.
Estimated.
So
it's a 9 cost.
Track.
Yeah, it's a 9 cost, 3 cost reduction, all purple. It's a Golem, Ava 13 nerve. 1 core, level 1, 7,000. 3 cores, level 2, 10,000, and then for 6 cores, level 3, 12,000. Has Ascend Ava 13. Obviously, it's additional cost. Place all the cores from one of your Ava into your reserve. At all 3 levels, when this spirit attacks, if you have 13 or more nerf cards in your trash, place 5 cores from your trash onto this spirit. And then at level 3 during your start step, at the start of the step, remove all cores from all other spirits and nexuses and place them into their owner's reserve. Holy, so it's basically wiping out the board. I mean, including your own, right? But it doesn't matter. Like, you're basically board wiping.
Because it has double symbol.
Holy, yeah. This is like boss level estimated.
That's
maybe.
Awesome.
Like, damn.
That's so
and
cool.
the artwork is fantastic. I love this. Like,
oh, it's incredible.
I don't know. Definitely. I don't know. Gives me straight up like Yu-Gi-Oh vibes. What's the other Vanguard vibes? Like, it's very cool art.
This thing's nuts. I mean, yeah, that's your win con. Is just
literally every turn
drop this down and you kill
every
everything.
turn you're board wiping at the start of the step during your starts at the start of the step remove all cores. So yeah, you're basically
you gotta get this bounce.
Remove them out, right? And then now you're going, if you have spirits in your hand, then you go wide and then you swing in for game depending on what flash speed spells they have. But yeah, you're basically clearing the board for an attack and it's double symbol like you said. So
that's nuts. That's so crazy. Fun. Purple is fun.
And to be able to play that for what you can play for, was it 6? Yeah, 6. Like, that's insane.
Yeah, because I mean, if you can keep it alive, it's a matter of time. Keep it on board too. Dream Bomb is this thing's. I mean, but it's Maduke again, right? Like you have to pack Dream Bombs. White starter deck card of the year of the game.
I think 4 Dream Bombs are going into all of my decks.
Yep.
If they weren't already in there.
Yep. Well. It gets even crazier. Another X rare.
Man, they got 4 X rares in purple? Jeez.
Yeah.
Purple eating good.
This is Eva 1 and Eva 13. 10 cost Golem Eva 1, Eva 13 spirit with 6 purple reduction symbols. So, level 1 for 1 core, it has 7,000 BP. Level 2 for 4 cores, 10,000. Level 3 for 6 cores, 15,000. Level 1, 2, 3, when summoned. You may discard 4 cards from the top of your deck to select one of your opponent's spirits. Remove all cores from it and place them into their reserve. No questions asked. Level 2 and level 3. When the spirit attacks or blocks, you may discard a spirit card to draw 2 cards. And at level 3, passive, this spirit gains 1 purple symbol for every 10 Golem spirit cards in your trash. And it starts with 2.
Holy, you can get this at least at 4 symbols, at least.
Yeah.
And at that point, we're not even talking about damage. At that point, your cost reduction, how wide you can possibly go for the other big ones, like,
yeah,
And you're drawing 2 cards either when you attack or you block. So like you're always gaining cards from your man. That is, I don't know what to say. I mean, I love it purple.
I
Love
love this
purple.
concept of like these god cards evolving even more and more powerful in purple. If you go all in on purple,
Yeah.
and you're just playing a game, it's like this feels like deep in Runeterra. It's like I'm milling myself. You're blowing up my little guys, and they're all gonna go in the discard, and then eventually, boom, here's Maokai, and boom, here's the other fucking Nautilus, and you're fucked.
Nautilus, yep. Yeah, this reminds me a lot of Burning Abyss as well in Yu-Gi-Oh, where like you want cards in your graveyard and you just start going off different effects.
Yeah.
Because everything that lives in your graveyard, like it's
they're Geistoids.
yeah. So you're haunted. Like this is insane.
If you're haunted, I like it. You win. Holy
It's expensive, right? But honestly, in purple, it's not expensive. Like
it's so easy.
Expensive. It's barely expensive, and for what you get out of it, even at level 1, just the ability to just basically pop a spirit.
Yep.
And it's just you want cards in your graveyard anyways for the other 2. If you're playing all 3 for whatever, I mean, we probably would. Maybe 1 or 2 copies of each. I don't know, man. That's a crazy. Yeah, this is a crazy card.
Imagine dropping this down. Say your opponent has 2 really big spirits all cored up. Imagine dropping this down. You've been playing the whole game purple and just drawing mono purple. You drop this, you kill one of the spirits. Then you use Core Theft to discard 10 more golem spirits out of your hand and remove 10 cores from someone else, right? Like, we've seen crazier things.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden this thing can now swing in unopposed for 4 damage.
Yeah.
Like there's a world where and I'll try to build it. Just you build a stall deck like Impaler Forest, Purple Smoke Valley. You're milling, you're living and defending and just staying alive until you drop this guy and he swings in for 5 damage all at once.
5 damage.
Like there's a world where that exists.
Yeah, not even that, right? You can literally use this guy just to keep stalling, and if you needed to, whatever reason, to be able to use him to play the 3rd phase estimator, right?
Yeah.
Because he's an Ava 13, so you can just use him to get this card and keep going off your deck, and then when you're ready to just board wipe everything, like I'm gonna play the here you go. Upgrade, boom. Like get rid of it this turn or next turn, everything's gone. Like
it feels so Digimon coded also in a way because
nice.
It just keeps getting more and more powerful. So cool. I can't wait to play Eva Purple.
You need to pull a lot of X rares.
Yeah, exactly. I gotta buy a lot of boxes.
It's almost like Bandai planned that.
They want that. What are you doing?
Purple goes hard. Purple's eating.
Next card is Eva 01 Pseudo Evolution, 2nd phase.
Estimated.
Yeah.
It was my turn to go, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I always get mixed up when we have all the same colors. 8 cost, 3 reduction. Golem Eva 01 Nerve. 1 core for 6k, 3 cores for 9k, 6 cores for 12k. It has AT field at all 3 levels, and you have to ascend off of an Eva 01. And when summoned, you may return one of your Shinji Nexuses to the bottom of your deck to destroy all other spirits. And it has 2 symbols.
Dude.
So
who needs Baculus and Cursed Dragon? You can just literally also just blow everything up at any time with multiple different cards here. Like it's insane.
And then hit them for 2.
Yeah.
And then if they bounce it to your hand, you're like, okay, well I'll just blow everything up next
do it
turn.
again. Oh, it's like Cthulhu Shark if it was good.
Yeah. And it's just a rare on top of that, so it's gonna be very easy to have.
Oh my gosh.
That's crazy. Like purple has so much field control now. Like, all right, you can go wide. Yellow, right? All these green aggro, anything wants to go wide, you can literally just blow up. Like, all right, blow everything up. Like, play with 1 spirit most of the time, just control that board.
Oh,
and it's 2. Yeah, that's insane. Like it.
Crazy.
Next card is Ava 1 Spear of Gaius. 8 cost, 4 cost reduction, all purple. It's a golem and an Ava 1 at all 3 levels. AT field, level 1 for 1 core, 5,000 BP. Level 2 for 3 cores, 6,000. Level 3 for 6 cores, 11,000. At level 2 and 3, when this spirit attacks, select one of your opponent's exhausted spirits and destroy it. And at level 2 and 3, when this spirit attacks, If you control a Shinji Nexus and you have 2 or fewer life, place a core from your trash that is not a soul core into your life.
What?
Like, yeah,
Okay, no
so,
purple.
A purple
dude,
blast?
bro, purple, destroy, and boom, give myself some blood. That is
So is
crazy.
there anything that purple can't do now?
Nothing.
Draw, bring back your life, completely board wipe, and control.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. Purple's eating good. This is crazy.
Even just
Yum.
in this one row of 6
Oh my
cards between
gosh. Yeah, they're
purple.
all must
Yeah.
plays.
I can hear now. Purple's so broken. Blah blah blah.
Yeah. Well, are you
Yeah.
really gonna play like?
I don't think you'll
of
play all
these-
of them now.
Yeah.
If you're
No.
crazy, maybe, but now
You have
you
to
won't.
you have to build a deck around like 1 or 2 of these.
1 or 2. Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
So
But it's just cool and exciting that
there's so many options, right?
There's a
You have
meme
different
deck
avenues.
where you're running 1 of each, or like we finally do Battle Spirits Commander, like we've talked
Or-
about.
You play all the 8. Oh, Battle Spirits Commander. These would be sick.
These are perfect.
Or
Yeah.
you play all the 8 cost ones and then you King Charles meme it.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh! Yeah, we'll have fun with these
Jeez.
purple.
The SPR of that card is really cool too. So I like it.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
even
the
see
SPR is super
Yeah.
dope.
Oh
SPR.
wow.
Yeah,
that's
it's beautiful.
the SPR I want. That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yep.
Oh, I love that art style where it's like kind of like
Kind of like green in the back with the shadowy, and he's like like it's
Yeah.
almost like distorted. Like
Yeah.
I bet it'll look amazing in person. Like it's
I bet
exciting.
Yeah.
I bet the texture on that foiling is just
Oh.
amazing.
Yeah. Mint.
They probably did it to match all the little swirlies, and I bet it looks so good because
Oh,
that's
yeah.
just what Bandai does.
That is what Bandai does.
Love it.
All right. This next one, also really cool art,
Yeah.
is Eva 13 World of Memories. It's a 4-cost, 2 purple reduction. Golem, Eva 13 Nerve Spirit. Level 1 for 1 core, 2k. Level 2 for 3 cores, 4k. Level 3 for 5 cores, 5k. When summoned, if you control a Gendo Nexus, this is at all 3 levels. If you control a Gendo Nexus, select one of your opponent's spirits, remove a core from it, and place it into their reserve. And level 2 and 3, when the spirit attacks, you may discard the top 2 cards of your deck, draw a card if a nerve card is among the discarded cards. So a lot of movement.
Yeah.
But you want this guy, the one summoned is just like, I might get something out of it. But really, you just want to throw this guy in. And
You want to get those nerve cards out of there. Yep.
start milling.
Yeah.
Yep, getting golems and nerves in the discard.
He's your early game play for the other cards we were looking at, and also if you are playing Purple Smoke Valley, then you could draw a card off of the core removal potentially. So
Yep.
he's good.
Good card. All right.
Like it.
Ava 13 double entry, 7 cost, 3 reduction. 2 of that is purple, and 1 of it is blue. Golem Ava 13 nerve. So this is another Ava 13, so you can ascend off of this for the other guy. Just taking a note here. 1 core for 5k, 3 cores for 6k, 6 cores for 10k. At all 3 levels, this is going to be a good one because it has a lot of text. When the spirit attacks, select one of your opponent's spirits, remove a core from it, and place it into their reserve. If you control a Shinji Nexus, remove 2 cores from the selected spirit and place them into their reserve with this effect instead. So it's either 1 or it's 2. And then while the spirit attacks, if you control a Kawaru Nexus, draw a card when one of your effects destroys one of your opponent's spirits. So with the core removal, you could potentially draw off of that, and that seems pretty decent.
Yep.
I don't know how this guy.
Yeah.
I don't. Are you about to say what I was about to say?
I
don't
was
know how
just
he
going to
stacks up
argue.
the other
I don't
guys.
think this card's that good.
Not when,
Compared to the other ones, yeah.
I think
it's
if I'd
not.
seen this card first, I would have been really impressed. And then when I but seeing the other ones first, I'm like, am I really gonna play this over the like? It costs 7, so
Yeah.
Granted, I'll have to look at what those nexuses do when we reveal
Sure.
those later on. But
Yeah.
maybe those nexuses you want to play them, and there's a reason why. Because it's very like this one does this next. So I don't know what exactly those 2 different
Well-
nexuses do. So maybe that's why. But
Unless it's a Nexus that turns off AT field, I don't think I'm playing double entry
Yeah.
much.
yeah. Well,
no.
yeah, the other ones were like Gendo Nexus focused, and this one is Shinji.
Right.
The
And,
other ones were like
Kawaru.
Shinji Gendo. These are Shinji.
I get setting up a
Kawaru.
different archetype than what we've already been looking at, but in
Yeah.
comparison to the last ones, it's like, yeah, like you said, Eric, this is like little underwhelming.
Yeah. Next one, Ava Zero one Awakening, Golem Eagle
Burning
1 nerf.
Thunder!
yeah. So 6 cost with 3 cost reduction on purple. Level 1 for 1 core 4,000 BP. Level 2 for 3 cores 6,000. Level 3 for 6 core 10,000. All three, or has an ascend. You need an Ava 1, and then all 3 levels has an AT field, and then 2 and 3 levels when this spirit attacks. Select one of your opponent's spirits, remove a core from it, and place it into the reserve. But it has double symbol. I just saw that.
Double
so.
symbol. Like, that's
So
crazy.
yeah, that I think that's what maybe puts a little bit more. At first, I was gonna be like, but then it does have double symbol, and I'm seeing a lot more double symbols you have to make your opponent worry about. Like, it's not just the big guys now. Like, any card you bring out, like this guy for potentially 3 early on
Very
with double
early.
symbol, it's very, it can be very dangerous. So, and the stats are not too bad, right? At least a level 2, he's a 6,000. Give it AT field.
Yeah.
And you just keep removing the core if you can, especially early game. So I could possibly see this being played.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, it's a little bit better. It's better than the last one, so has a little bit more versatility. So
it's pretty cool.
Core removal out of these purple cards is very interesting because it's kind of more like almost like chip damage. Like,
yeah.
It's not like you're removing all of the cores at once. You're like a couple here, one here, one here, one here. And so it kind of reminds me a little bit of like the BP reduction that the other landers have, you know? But like where it's like little amounts. But I feel like this is much more viable because not only are you potentially killing stuff, but you could also just very strategically remove a single core from something so that it loses an ability or that the BP goes lower. So
it's definitely a more powerful mechanic than it's easier to remove cores than BP typically in this game.
Yeah.
So I'd be interested to see how that all shakes out with like comboing all of these together.
Yeah. Speaking of comboing, this next one, Eva 1, Accomplishing a Miracle. So 4 cost, 4 reduction, 2 purple, 1 red, 1 yellow. It's a Golem Eva 1 Nerve Spirit. And AT field at all 3 levels. Level 1 for 1 core is 3k. Level 2 for 3 cores is 4k. Level 3 for 5 cores is 5k. And at level 2 and 3, during your attack step, at the start of the step, if you control a Shinji Nexus, select one of your opponent's spirits, remove all but 1 core from it, and place them into your reserve. So
that's good.
That's
one.
good.
And
see, now I
pairs
see
with
that
the
with the Awakening, and then now you just completely kill the spirit. So
yeah.
So I could definitely, and the SPR is amazing.
Yeah. Now this is also a good SPR. I'd be happy with this one.
Yeah, and so this matches with the other one. The other Accomplishing a Miracle SPR that we thought was a little underwhelming. But when you put them together, it looks pretty cool.
I guess I do need all of them for the binder, don't I?
You sure do.
We always need it for the binder. There's never enough cardboard for the binder.
Yeah.
I think that's a very good card for 4 costs, right? But you're probably playing this for 2 more than likely out of purple. And like I said, you're basically just setting up for your other spirits to do what they're gonna do. So I like it.
Yeah. Or you upgrade your starter deck and you play this guy for free because you're playing all those colors.
That's right. Yep, this is a good one to throw in the starter deck.
All right. First, Adam's Vessel. The art on this one is really weird. It reminds me of like Ultraman or something.
It was like Ultron, or something like that.
Godzilla-ish.
Or even looks like the evil villain from Power Rangers, the original Power Rangers that had with the mask. What's his name? I think it was Sordon or something. It was something like that.
I know who you're talking about. Like, the guy who's like all just like flesh and like,
and like metal.
Zordon's my bad. Zordon's the good guy. He's the floating face in the jar. This is gonna bother me. I'm just looking. Lord Zed.
Lord Zed, yes.
Yeah.
That's who he is. I'm gonna call you Lord Zed.
So he's 6 cost, 3 reduction. It's all purple. Golem, first Adam's Vessel, Nerve. 1 core, 3k, 3 cores, 5k, 6 cores, 9k. And when destroyed by opponent, not tied to any level, you may discard a card from the top of your deck to return this card to your hand.
I love that.
That's fun.
He's the self-mill machine. And that, and
it kind of combos with the other cards. That's interesting. I think he's a little too expensive maybe, but I think he has potential.
I'd probably like run 1 or 2 if I'm doing full purple.
I would just run.
I
would just play 1.
Nerve.
Yeah, I would just play one of them because he's always gonna go back to your hand, right?
True.
And ideally, if you have an established board, you can play him for 3, put 3 cores on him, keep him at 5,000, and just keep swinging in with him, right?
Yeah.
And just keep recycling himself while you're milling your own deck for the other setup for whatever big combo you're gonna do. So
you know what's funny is that he's basically Macaroni Pentan.
Ah,
Which is
he
kind of
sure
funny.
is.
That is macaroni painting in a suit right there. That's why there's some yellow aura around him.
Yeah, what if
Yeah.
that's Macaroni Pentan like piloting this
it
thing?
with
Yeah,
his dumb
I
little
need
flippers.
Bandai. Next online battle, can we please have an alt art of Macaroni Pentan piloting this Ava?
That's hilarious. Let's
Uh,
see. Next card, Ava was 01. Left arm restored. 5 cost, 3 cost reduction, all purple. Golem, Ava 1 nerve. All 3 levels has AT field. Level 1 for 1 core, 4,000. Level 2 for 3 cores, 5,000. Level 3 for 6 cores, 8,000. So, sorry, I guess it's just a beater, a
it's
body.
trait fodder.
So,
It's a golem, an Eva
yeah.
1, and a nerve. It triggers
Yeah.
everything that we're talking about in that mono purple deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can
He's
play
more
it
of a
for
graveyard
2.
junkie, and you can play him. Yep.
Yeah, you're looking to discard this to trigger other abilities.
So, yep.
It's cool.
What
I like
is
'em.
going on in this next card?
What? Oh. So this is Eva 1 World of Memories, and there's a lot of beer cans and liquor bottles.
Yeah.
It looks like he's in the Eva in their apartment,
Yeah, but like
but
have
he'd
to
be
be
too
really
big.
tiny.
Yeah.
Is it like a model kit that came to life?
Oh yeah, I don't know. It's a world created based on imagery from Shinji's memories.
Oh, probably another thing from the movie that I
Yeah.
don't know about.
So this is a 3 cost, 3 reduction, 3 purple reduction, Golem Eva 1. So another just great card for the mono purple deck. It's AT field at level 1, 2, and 3. Level 1 for 1 core, 2k. 2 for 2 cores, 4k. 3 for 4 cores, 5k. So he's just a cheap body to have on the field. You want Golem in your discard pile, but you also want to ascend off of Eva 1. You could typically do that for free with this card. It's super good.
Yep, or discard them for the effect of the that one that you need an Ava 1 to get whatever it was. I forgot what it was. Jesus, where did it go?
So refreshing.
Yeah.
Refreshing, that's what it is. Yep.
Yeah.
He serves a similar purpose to the last card, but I think this one is slightly better.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
better. If I'm running, if I need reduction, I'll throw a couple more left arm restoreds in, but I'd rather just do 4 of World of Memories.
Yeah, play him for free basically. So.
And 4 of this next one.
Oh yeah.
An actual vanilla spirit in this
Yep.
set.
Yeah, Evangelion 13 arm unit, 1 cost, 1 reduction, 1k for 1 core, 2ks for 2 cores, and that's it. Golem
Yep.
nerve.
Golem Nerve.
Um,
You're packing 4 of these in here.
Playing for free.
There you go.
It's
Five.
reduction,
Oh.
it's bodies, it's good.
Purple
Yep.
aggro is also starting to look like a thing after
Purple
I'm seeing some
aggro.
of these cards here, so that's interesting.
Yeah.
And here's another good one. Evangelion Mark 04 Alpha. 2 cost, 1 cost reduction, Golem Nerve. Level 1 for 1 BP 2000. Level 2 for 3 cores 3000. 2 levels AT field. And then level 2, when this spirit attacks, select one of your opponent's spirits, place 1 soul core from it into their reserve.
That's
So
really
AT
good.
field
that's
killer.
yes.
Holy
So
actually
here,
shit.
remove this.
That's-
Now I'm gonna target whatever I want of these.
Purple
opponents. So,
aggro. Purple aggro.
Yeah. So
That's really good.
this-
Purple
definitely in
aggro,
for us.
AT field removal.
Yep.
Deadly balance pops in, doubly deadly, and your push. Oh, purple
Yep.
aggro, baby.
I like it. This is a 4 for sure.
That was
Wow.
that card just really surprised me with how
Wait.
good that is actually.
You know what I
Yeah.
just realized?
What?
We can play test now.
Oh yeah, 'cause
These are
we haven't
all
even
on
used-
BSS, Dev. We haven't even said that.
Yeah.
Oh
We
my
need to do that.
gosh. Oh, I
Yeah.
can't wait to
Yes.
build some Eva decks tonight. I'm freaking
Hell yeah.
out, man. I'm losing my mind. Holy shit. I'm so excited.
Like it.
Wow. What a day. What a great day this is.
I love purple, man. Did I ever say that? I love purple.
That's
Purple
a
does
great
everything.
fucking card.
Yeah, that's an
Here's
awesome
his,
card.
here's his twin brother as well.
Is this
Oh
me?
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Evangelion Mark 0.04B. 3 cost, 1 reduction, 1 purple reduction. Golem Nerve. Level 1 and 2 AT field. Level 1 for 2 or sorry, 1 for 1 core 2k. Level 2 for 3 cores 4k. And at level 2, while the spirit attacks, curse. Let's go.
Mhm.
Is
First
that-
curse we see.
Is that a destruction effect?
Curse.
Is curse a destruction effect?
Yes.
I always forget.
Yes. it
Okay.
is.
Yes, it is.
So this does not get through AT fields. But yeah, you pair it with Mark 0.04, get rid of that soul core, and then Mark 0.04B gets the kill. That's neat.
Yep.
Very neat. Purple aggro build is actually going to go so
I mean, and
fucking
honestly, like
crazy.
even if you do like purple aggro, but like you're right, you remove the soul core, you're swinging into this. You're either gonna get a life or you're gonna destroy spirit at that point.
Yeah.
And honestly, if he gets popped, you want him in the graveyard anyway because he's a
Yep.
golem and a nerf. So you're just boosting your final boss monster, whichever one you're playing.
I'm
So it's
telling
like
you,
you're
yeah.
winning no matter what. Like I'm either
Right.
gonna get a core from you, destroy spirit, or long term you don't really know. I'm just building up my discard pile for I can
Yep.
summon this big thing. So
You push aggro and draw, and either you are breaking the bank on board or you're really filling out your board and can go aggro. And then once they finally take care of your aggro options, you can drop those big guys and still win. I just think this is going to be a really cool deck, and I can't wait to build it.
It's gonna
yeah,
be sick. And this is kind of a different archetype. Like you would kind
Yeah.
of build around these, which would be different.
Yeah.
Well,
'cause
here's
there's
another one too.
Yeah.
Evangelion Mark .04C, 5 cost 3 reduction, Golem Nerve, 1 core for 3k, 3 cores for 5k at both levels. When summoned, select one of your opponent's spirits, remove all but 1 core from it, and place them into the reserve. So combos with the other dude, you could leave the soul core and then remove it, or you could just like combo it with other core removal stuff that we've seen.
Or just remove another, or yeah. This also removes the soul core if you don't have A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you need to get the AT field off of something, and then it has AT field at both levels, so
So cool.
pretty cool.
dig it.
Wow.
Yeah. Evangelion Mark 7. 3 cost, 2 cost reduction, golem nerve. All 3 levels, when destroyed, draw a card. Level 1, 1 core 2000. Level 2, 2 cores 3000. Level 3, 4 cores 5000.
Wow.
So, not much to say. Good card. Like
Draws.
it.
Really
Yeah. Draws.
amazing
And a
purple
And good
aggro.
stats. Yeah, and great stats. I mean, honestly, and once again, you're drawing off it and you really want it in a discard palette anyway. So it's
Yep.
like, whatever. I'm going to plus off this and here you go. And
That's
it's
the
another
first
body.
deck I'm building, man, is this purple
Yeah.
aggro one with the big guys at the top. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, it's me. 4 cost, 2 purple reduction, Eva 1, dialogue with father. This is a golem and Eva 1 spirit. All 3 levels AT field. Level 1 for 1k is 2. Sorry. Level 1 for 1 core is 2k. Level 2 for 3 cores is 4k. Level 3 for 6 cores is 5k. So not the best stats. But at level 2 and 3, when this spirit attacks, draw a card if you control a Shinji Nexus. So it's a golem, it's an Eva 1 again, and there is a way to draw off of it. Like, it's not the best. Like, honestly, Dark Lancer Cavalier is a better slot if you're looking for a 4 cost 2 reduction, because it just draws when you summon it.
Yeah,
But I guess
You
if
just-
you're playing around Star Blast draw,
you're
it's
just
not
playing
bad.
it for the spirit type. I think.
Yeah.
This is another one of those cards that like triggers your other stuff.
Yeah, it might go
Yeah.
in, it might not.
Yeah. Evangelion Mark 9.
Oh, good
4
lord.
cost 2 reduction. Golem Mark 9 nerve. Immortal cost 7. Okay. Level 1 for 1 core 3k. Level 2 for 2 cores 4k. Level 3 for 4 cores 6k. So yeah, there's a couple of 7 cost Ava cards here. That you
Thematically,
could,
this one's super cool. It's like, yeah, the thing blew up, but we salvaged most of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Like it. Let's see. Next one. I don't know what to say that.
Opfer?
Opfer type Ava. 5 cost, 3 cost reduction, all purple. Golem nerf. Level 1, level 2, when summoned or destroyed. If you control a Gendal Nexus, draw a card. Level 1 for 1 core 4000. Level 2 for 3 core 6000. So not bad. I mean, you can play for 2. Yeah,
That's
decent.
good for a couple
So-
of draws.
Yeah, so that's a when summon or destroy. Wait, so do you draw? No, it says when summon or destroy. So wait, do you get
Yeah,
it twice,
you would get
right?
it. You would get it on summon, and then
And then
if
if it gets
it's destroyed.
destroyed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as you
By-
have the
by
Gendo,
level.
as long as you have the Gendo Nexus both
Yeah.
During both.
I'm curious to
instances.
see what that Gendo Nexus does.
Me
but
too.
Yeah.
Okay, we have 3 left.
All right.
So Evangelion Prototype 0. So this is a 5 cost 4 reduction. Yellow Golem Eva 00 and Nerve Spirit. I like the Golem or the Eva 00s, but most of those are in the structure deck, it seems like. So 2 yellow, 2 purple reduction. AT field at all 3 levels. the coring level structure goes 1, 2, 3 for 3,000, 4,000, and 5,000. At level 2 and 3, when this spirit attacks or blocks, select one of your opponent's spirits. It loses 2,000 BP during this turn. So again, it's the BP reduction. You know, if you can stack a few of these, like, they get a little more dangerous, but by themselves, they're not as good as some of the other ones we've seen. But still pretty neat.
There's an SPR of this. It looks amazing.
Oh! Yeah, I want that just for the art. That art is so good. So clean.
Oh, yeah.
That looks incredible.
With the firing gun, like...
Yeah.
All the little bullet casings falling to the... Oh, that's pretty fucking good.
And with that, I think that actually means we only have one more yellow card.
Yeah, one more.
Because one was SPR, yep. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. So there's only 2 yellow cards in this whole set.
Yeah, as far as the booster and spirits.
Yeah, unless they're not all uploaded to BSSDB yet. I don't know.
True. Maybe they haven't, revealed all of them yet.
I think they're done with spoilers. I'm not sure.
That's so weird.
Yeah. There's no white
well,
cards
actually,
uploaded.
it goes 33, 34, 35. So no, there are only 2 yellow spirits.
Crazy. So this one is Ava 00 accomplishing a miracle. Surprising we didn't get the SPR on this.
I know.
But 3 cost, 2 reduction. One of those is yellow, one of them is purple. Golem Ava 00 nerve. Level 1 for 1 core 2k, level 2 for 2 cores 3k, level 3 for 4 cores 6k. At all 3 levels it has AT field. And at all 3 levels, when destroyed, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 nerve card from the revealed cards to your hand. Discard the remaining cards. Does this allow you to get some of those big boss baddies?
Yes. This goes in the purple deck.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think it can if you're specifically looking to
for those
to self-mill. I think
not
purple
all
does
of
it fine.
Not all of them are nerve, but like half of them are nerve. So, you could definitely use this to grab some of your big dudes.
Sweet.
Well,
I like it. I love it. So that's the red, purple, and yellow spirits that have been revealed so far. Next time we'll go over the rest of the spirits, maybe the magic and the Nexus too, depending on how long it takes. But really exciting stuff. Again, huge shout out to bssdb.dev and everyone who contributes to that, because like this is very, very cool that we have all the cards up and we can start play testing. Because I'm very excited to pick up this set and to check out what the rest of it has. So that was fun. Out of red and purple, let's just call them like that. Which color are you guys most excited about?
Not because I'm biased, but purple.
Yeah.
It's not because I'm biased. I just the X rares. I mean, each one of them were nuts. Like there wasn't a single X rare where I couldn't see myself building a deck off it. Right.
Yeah.
And it's just how powerful they are. Right. It kind of goes back to what I said. Like, I mean, it was a couple podcasts ago. Like, X-rays should feel like boss monsters, right? And that's what the X-ray for purple feels like. It's like, here's my ultimate card that I've been waiting for, prepping all this time for, just to do this crazy thing right now. So I like it. So I think for me it's purple for sure. So
yeah.
It's red for me.
Wow, I love that.
Yeah. I am really excited to build a really fun red-green aggro deck. That's like definitely the next deck I'm gonna work on is that.
Yep. I think I'm most excited about purple. It's crazy.
Purple looks really good.
Purple does look really, really good. And there's some yellow splash I can throw in to make a purple deck work. I feel like the yellow in this set is definitely there just to support some of the red and purple archetypes as well. But overall,
it makes sense because it's Rei Ayanami's color.
Yes, exactly. So I think again, it feels like everything Bandai's really good at.
Yep.
In this set, and what makes Battle Spirits so fun, and then thematically, like I just think the cards are really well designed, and by itself, I think Eva v Eva is going to be very, very fun and a lot different to the game. Like if you're only allowed to use Eva cards from the starter and the collab, like say no ice shield, no nothing, I think it's going to make things really, really interesting. Yeah. But then integrating it into the overall overarching meta of 5 total sets, then I think there's going to be some staying power for a lot of these cards outside
So
of this set.
question for you guys. So, because that's a good point, like how the tournament structures will look like. Because you mixed it all. Do you think that the collab has an advantage over the other sets right now, just because of how much synergy there is and how powerful they are? That you would think maybe some of the tournaments could only be just like a collab set, or do you think that it'll allow it just to be mixed in and just if collab is the strongest set, it's the strongest set?
I don't think it's strongest set.
Okay.
I think it's still very combo heavy, and the people that know the card pool better than me aren't going to be worried. I think people, overall, the consensus I'm seeing online is that people are afraid that this set's going to be too slow by itself, but that it will throw in some good things when it gets mixed in. And I tend to lean that way. What do you think, Eric?
Yeah, that's how I'm viewing it as well. Is like there's a lot of cost reduction here, which I think is fun because I think that's one of the things about Battle Spirits that you as a player can get really good at, and it kind of changes like your mindset going into like how you're going to build your deck has to be totally different because of the cost reduction. And that's one of the main things I love about Battle Spirits is it's not just like in Magic where you build your mana curve. And it's like, okay, I want lots of little guys, some medium guys, and then lots of big, and then a couple big guys. In this game, like you do kind of have that similar curve, but you can skew things one way over the other depending on like your Nexus lineup and your cost reduction and all of that stuff. So I do think, and that's kind of why I'm most excited about red and green is it seems like those red and green have just been made to work together and really push that cost reduction angle. So that's kind of where I'm interested in it. And I feel like those cards can be fast if you get the cost reduction correct.
Yeah. I agree with those.
Yeah. Let's build some EVA decks soon and start playtesting here on the channel. And that's a great segue for all of y'all. If you want to playtest with us and geek out about Evangelion, theory crafting, deck crafting, anything Battle Spirits, and beyond, join our Discord. Link in the description of this video or this audio podcast. Wherever you're listening to it right now, you will be able to find information to come join our Discord. We appreciate it. Also, if you made it this far in the video, consider just giving it a like. It helps us. And if you're not subscribed already to our YouTube channel, maybe you should, because we put up some fun videos there. I was thinking of that card we looked at earlier, where it's like, during your start step, move all the cores off of spirits and everything into the owner's reserves. I was like, that's how you start Hungry Hippocampo.
Yeah.
So,
which is one of our videos that you should go watch.
So Bandai canonized Hungry Hippo's rules into an actual Battle Spirits cards. You can't convince me otherwise of that. So we're kind of a big deal here, BSS.
What if it was Ava 13 type Hungry Hippo?
Yeah. Codename Hungry Hippo. That'd be very, very funny. Estimate. Yeah. So yeah, check out our YouTube channel. Divorced Dad content coming soon. Everyone's jumping onto Keyforge in our Discord because I'm corrupting everybody. Ha ha ha. So some Keyforge content coming as well. And just a lot of other fun stuff. So once again, thank you to my BSS brothers, my baby boys, Angel and Eric. Thank you for joining me, both of you.
Absolutely. Always a pleasure and always fun to talk about BSS. And cards look amazing.
That's right.
It's looking like a fun set.
Man, they do look really good. Eric, anything to add before we get out of here?
Nope, that'll do it.
All right. Thank you all for listening to another episode of Absolute BSS. We'll see you in another couple weeks for another episode. Until then, be good to yourselves, be good to one another. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay hydrated, keep playing games, and be the change that you want to see in your game group. All right, that's enough. Bye.
Peace.